from Italy, and now we're off to France. Literally, straight out of France. This is authentic gourmet. We have been lying in wait for this for months. Sold out since its last airing back in August. That's the last time we saw these, and they just came back into stock. This is Perfect Gourmet's large French butter croissants. These are an absolute must in anyone's freezer. Now, you're seeing a lot of croissants because you can have a lot of croissants if you want. But if you just want 20, you can have 20. If you want 40, you can have 40. Or if you want 60, you can have 60. The best entertaining item for literally breakfast, lunch, and dinner. These go breakfast and sweet. They go savory if you like. We're going to have a lot of ideas for you. But auto deliveries every 90 days for a year. This is up to nearly 8 pounds of French croissants straight out of France. All the layers, all the French butter that you could possibly dream of. Let me give you some price breakdowns. If you pick up the 20 count, works out to be about $2.74 each. It's a $13.74 easy pay. You have 4 easy pays on this. If you pick up the 40 count, it's a $20 easy pay. And this math you can trust because it came straight from Rachel Bosing. I didn't do it myself. If you pick up the 40 count, you have a save on of $29.98. Thank you, Rachel. If you pick up the 60 count, I love you back, an easy pay of $26.25 and a save on of, get this, a whopping $59.96. This is M56347. My fancy foodie friend, Jen Kovich, is joining us.
Hi.
It's so nice to see
It's so good to see
Happy
you.
holidays.
Likewise. Happy holidays.
Look at us in our red.
I know, right? We didn't even
text each other about it, but here we are. We just knew. These are so extraordinary.
They're extraordinary. And talk about fancy. This is exceptional. So truly coming right from France, from the Authentic Gourmet. Now, if you're not familiar with Authentic Gourmet, it's unbelievable. The experience is flawless. We're using a century-old recipe that we've used for time after time after time with all the same ingredients. French butter, sweet, creamy French butter, that time-honored tradition of how we go about making it using French flour, French water. It's all about the method here as well. And you're getting all of that incredible with every single 66 layers of sweet, creamy French butter in between that whisper-thin puff pastry. Puffs up beautifully, perfect every single time, and you actually bake these from frozen in your own home from, of course, again, Authentic Gourmet, which is that premier bakery. This applies to so many other bakeries, patisseries, luxurious hotels and resorts all around the world. If you've ever been fortunate enough to go, you've probably had it.
They are heavenly.
They
literally transport you to the streets and the cafes of Paris. Maybe you have the famous hot chocolate right next to you. Maybe it's a cup of coffee.
Yes.
And you're just sitting on one of those bistro tables and watching the world pass you by. And you just can hear the music and you can see the sights and the scents. And it's just, it transports you there. Every time I've been in France, whether it was Bordeaux or the south of France or Paris, it's not like I go all the time, but every time that I've been,
I'm jealous.
I start every single day with a French croissant.
Oh, you have to.
You have to.
It is such a delicacy, it almost seems like, in Paris, anywhere in France, whether it be north or south. It's all about the butter. Now, we go right to our source in Brittany, France, which, if you've ever been, you've probably have heard of it. That's where the most incredible dairy comes from in that country. We're using that same butter in between those whisper-thin puff pastries. And like I said earlier, and you as well, Rachel, there's no bad time to have a croissant. When you look at our table and you see the variety of different ways, whether it be breakfast, which of course wake up Christmas morning to the smell of that incredible French butter, but also have fun with it for dessert. Maybe it's you want to drizzle with a little bit of hot chocolate or you know, some chocolate sauce, or maybe some raspberry or strawberry sauce.
Whipped cream that you stuffed in there.
Exactly, with whipped cream, fresh berries. I mean, it doesn't get easier.
It's
It doesn't get
delectable.
more delectable. Exactly.
Get on in
Good
here.
word.
Yes.
I love it. So I'm going to break up the red for 1 second. I was just going to say, and Jennifer knows this. Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
One of the very first food items I ever bought 14 years ago and sent it home for Christmas. Sent it home specifically for Christmas Eve, breakfast, Christmas, which actually is my brother's birthday eve, because he's the 26th, which we always call it. So I was like, here's the thing. You're going to get these home. You put them in the oven. Don't open the oven. You can't. It's going to make your whole home smell like a French patisserie. And there's no way. I would get the 60 count because they're not that big. big
Yes.
in terms of they come flat. So it's not a big bag that you have to make room for. Because the thing is that they will fall like a souffle if you open the door too early. Tried it, shouldn't. I was overzealous, super excited, right? But they will come out perfectly if you let them get the time to bake.
Yes,
Must
the
exhibit
butter,
patience, my
the
friends.
smell of the
Yes.
butter is irresistible. I'm not surprised that for the first time that you did open it. You are
'Cause you
going to
can't
be
help yourself.
Can't help
salivating.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So notice here, you're going to, again, bake them from frozen. They take up minimal real estate. So take them out frozen. There's no prep that you have to worry about, no proofing.
Nope.
Put it on parchment paper at 350 degrees, already preheated in the oven. Put it on parchment paper and allow them to blossom. They like just puff up beautifully. Now, puff pastry, as you mentioned, is much like a souffle. It's very delicate. So because of those whisper thin layers,
66 of them.
yes, with of course 67 layers
Oh,
of
67.
French
Oh,
butter.
right,
no, of the butter, because
Right,
we give you
another
that
layer of butter.
pre-glazing on
on the
top.
top.
It is so good.
And that's the point. You don't have to do any butter bath or do something milk
Right.
bath on the top to get them to be golden. They will be golden brown.
I have updates for you.
Sorry. I was
No,
over-
you're good.
Okay, in the 20 count, last call already. In the 40 count, 250 remain, and 150 left in that
Get the
60 count,
60.
where you have that save on, thanks to Rachel Bosing's math, of nearly $60.
Almost $60.
That is math you can trust. It's M56347, an easy pay of $13.74, an easy pay of $20, and an easy pay of $26.25. And auto delivery. Oh my gosh, you had to get these on auto delivery because we
Yes.
wait for these.
Well, and here's the thing. We have not seen these for literally months. We haven't been able to get them in. To prove the point, we are truly importing these from France. That's why we haven't been able to bring them. I have been reached out to so many times on social media. When are they coming back? When
are
are they
they?
coming back? I am so happy that we are able to bring these to you before the holidays and guarantee them time for the holidays. This is how we wake up our boys on Christmas morning now.
Oh, I love
This
that.
is it. Once they smell the butter, because it wakes them up, it's like Pepe Le Pew. It makes its way up and it wakes them up.
And they
and
float
then
down
they're
the
ready
stairs,
to go.
right?
Yes.
And float down the stairs. And there's just so much you can do with it. All right,
It is.
pick this up, 20, 40, or 60. They're going very quickly. An easy pay of $13.75 up to $26.25. It is M56347.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you. Happy
much.
holidays.
Kovich.
Thank you.
Thank you. We totally adore you, and I could eat a croissant all the time. We're coming this way.
We're coming this way.
Yep. This